Today, I will share with you 3 things you can do to minimize the toxicity in your life. But first, let's talk about what is a toxic person. My definition of a toxic person is someone who demonstrates behavior that negatively impacts others. They tend to be selfish, manipulative, abusive, and drawn to drama. Basically, a toxic person is anyone who brings negativity and leaves you emotionally drained. They can be a friend, a partner, a work colleague, a classmate, a family member. But whoever they are, these 3 things I'm going to share with you today will allow you to detox your life. Let's use an analogy. Imagine you literally worked in a toxic environment, dealing with toxic waste. You must protect yourself by wearing the safety uniform, but most importantly, in order to breathe in that environment, you need to wear what's known as an air supplying respirator or a gas mask. Otherwise, you can inhale the dangerous fumes, get sick, and even die. So as you see, it is very important to have clean air when in a dangerous, toxic environment. It is exactly the same when dealing with toxic people. You need air. AIR is an acronym for Avoid, Ignore, Relax. Avoid toxic people. Don't be around them unless you absolutely have to. Set boundaries. Keep your contact minimal. Keep them out of your personal space. Sometimes avoiding can be extreme, such as ending a relationship or quitting a job. If you have a boss that's toxic, it can severely affect your work and make the work environment stressful. I would suggest that anyone in that situation would need to start looking elsewhere for another job. On the other hand, if it's just a work colleague, you may be able to manage by just doing your work well. Because if your manager is happy with you, that work colleague can't do much about that. And the other tips I'm going to share will apply to people like these, so keep listening. As for romantic relationships, they take time and effort. You can't invest time and effort into someone who can destroy you mentally, physically, or spiritually. So ending a relationship with a toxic person who doesn't want to change is the best option. The next tip is to ignore them. Sometimes it can be near impossible to avoid certain toxic people, like the workplace or school, so that's where ignoring them would work better for you in these instances. Because toxic people try to wind you up to get you to react. They may do it directly or indirectly by using someone else. They try to make you angry, depressed, etc. But do not react. Ignore. The key is to recognize their actions and respond calmly to let them know you are not fazed. You can respond something like this. Okay, you are angry, but that's not my problem. You are trying to manipulate me right now. I don't have time for this. You're being disrespectful right now. Clearly, you need to be left alone. You see, the objective is not to allow them to affect your emotions and take you for a ride. Lastly, the last tip is to relax. Think positive. Focus on what matters to you and don't stress yourself with these negative people. The toxic people in your life will be amazed that you are not affected by them, but that you are carrying on, living, and enjoying your life. It will also annoy them when they realize you intentionally avoid them and surround yourself with genuine people who actually care about you. So those are my tips to dealing with the toxic people in your life. Thanks for listening, and hopefully these tips can help you breathe more freely. When toxic people are around, remember, just get some air. Until next time, please subscribe, like, and I'll speak with you soon.